For more than 5 decades, Dr. Stephen M. Grimes has devoted himself to advancing the fields of physics, research, and education. Growing up in St. Louis, Missouri, Dr. Grimes gravitated toward his professional path at a young age when he started helping his father, William, a chemical engineer, design the family house. He spoke with his father about heating and cooling and electrical connections and quickly became interested in physics and engineering as a result. His mother, Fern, was a librarian who encouraged him to read and learn a lot. In high school, he was inspired by his physics teacher, Marvin Friedley, who furthered his interests in the subject. Dr. Grimes pursued an education at Stanford University, earning a Bachelor of Science in 1963 before continuing his studies at the University of Wisconsin-Madison, where he earned a Master of Science and a Doctor of Philosophy in 1964 and 1968, respectively. Dr. Grimes subsequently served as a postdoctoral fellow at the University of Basel in Switzerland from 1968 to 1969 and at Lawrence Livermore National Laboratory in 1970. Heading into the science-based workforce, Dr. Grimes took note that everything in the field changed after Sputnik and the space race, which ushered a big surge for government support for research. A lot of universities and colleges had students pursuing areas of scientific research and study. Dr. Grimes launched his career as a physicist at Lawrence Livermore National Laboratory from 1971 to 1981, during which time he also began teaching as a visiting professor at Ohio University in 1978. From 1981 on, he has continued to lend his expertise in nuclear astrophysics research as a consultant with the laboratory and has held the same role with the Los Alamos National Laboratory in New Mexico since 1985. Dr. Grimes served in a full-time capacity as a physics educator, researcher, and the director of the Edwards Accelerator Lab at Ohio University from 1985 to 1991, and upon his retirement was honored with Distinguished Professor Emeritus status. Dr. Grimes remains drawn to the field as there are still many complicated problems in physics that need solving. Dr. Grimes has been active as an editor for Moment Methods and Neutron Nucleus Collisions, as well as a contributor to numerous articles for professional journals. As a testament to his accomplishments as a contributor to science, Dr. Grimes was awarded the titles of Distinguished Professor by the American Physical Society in 2001 and Outstanding Referee in 2008, a recognition of scientists who have been exceptionally helpful in assessing manuscripts for publication in American Physical Society journals, both of which he considers to be career highlights. He has also been recognized with numerous Who's Who honors, such as Marquis Who's Who Top Professional and Marquis Who's Who Humanitarian Award. Over the course of his career, he has held memberships with the Institute of Nuclear and Particle Physics, Sigma Xi, and Phi Beta Kappa, and is an American Physical Society Fellow. Looking toward future generations of scientists and researchers, Dr. Grimes urged that they make sure the field captivates them and that it's something they're very passionate about. In particular, he pressed that there are still problems to be solved in the research and medical treatment of cancer. He hopes to be remembered by his peers as someone who conducted careful and long studies. When he isn't conducting research, Dr. Grimes enjoys reading, taking photographs, traveling, and hiking in the park with his son Paul.